Hey, good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. I want to be direct and short to the point. Number one, the United States will betray Ukraine. They already have with a secret deal, an offer made to Russia saying we will put a hold on any small arms and basically freeze any shipments coming in for ammunition and arms coming to Ukraine. This is under the table. The Ukrainian government didn't know about it, and it was leaked out. Typical United States betrayal, especially by this government as well. Typical. China picked up on that and said, see, Taiwan, you cannot count on the United States as an ally. They're all talk, no backbone. And we've done it all along. Secondly, they say, the United States says, no boots on the ground, no troops there. We already have 250 minimum that we know of trainers on the ground, military advisors. Where have you heard that before? Let me see. Oh, I know. Vietnam under Johnson. No troops will ever go into Vietnam or Laos or Cambodia. We have advisors. 50,000 plus dead from the Vietnam War, American soldiers, because they lied and we died. Afghanistan, we have to take back that because of Taliban. We are going to train the Afghani army to take back their country. How many dead from that? They lied. And then they pulled out. We lost 13 because of this fool. They lied to us again. No boots on the ground in Syria. We just conducted operations in Syria, killing an ISIS leader because we have troops on the ground in Syria, at least 1,000. They lie to us all the time, folks, all the time. And these rhino Republicans like Lindsey Graham, who is nothing but a hawk, paid for and supported by the Defense Department machine, the war machine, is all in favor, as well as other Republicans who get money from Raytheon and all these other war machines. They'll get us killed for their paycheck. So before we go any further, I want the American people to rise up and demand from their congressmen and from their senators that this commander-in-chief take 2 cognitive tests issued by 2 different medical examiners, independent, to have his mental capacity tested before he gets us into World War III. I want him tested. I want to make sure he knows who he is, what he's doing, and what orders is he issuing, and he will remember it tomorrow or a week from now. I want that done. And I really want you to make this one go viral, demanding he take a cognitive test to see before he gets us into war in Europe and bombs could literally start dropping here in the United States. I want him to know what he's doing, remembering it, before all said, oops, I'm sorry, we had to remove him under the 25th Amendment because he had a mental breakdown. We're right in the middle of World War III. Sorry, we had to remove him and install Kamala Harris as our new, commander-in-chief. Wouldn't that be great? I want the senators, the congressmen, to start demanding in writing this fool take a cognitive test before he gets us into World War III. The United States will and already has betrayed Ukraine by trying to get a secret under-the-table deal with Russia on arms control in the Ukrainians. It's not our place. We've already sent them $2 billion worth of equipment, and they're asking for more. China saw that letter and is waving in front of Taiwan. See what the United States is going to do to you? They're going to betray you like they just tried to do the Ukrainian people. You can't count on them. And they're right. To their credit, the Ukrainian government is telling its people, stand and fight against the Russian invaders. You want arms? Ask for them. You want training? We'll give it to you. You want ammunition? Go ahead. Help yourself. Help fight the invaders coming into our country. And you see them all over the Ukraine now, signing up how to become combat soldiers, medics. Teach me. I want to know for now and for the future. But what do we get here in the United States? You can't own a gun. You can't be trusted. You have to rely on this government to protect you from all foreign and domestic enemies. And yet our border is wide open. We've already got an invading army of foreign soldiers coming into this country, undocumented, 18 years old, military age and up, being distributed across the United States. And we don't know who they are, and they are not stopping them. World War III could start at any time, and these 18-year-old unknown adults could suddenly be putting on a uniform of the Sandinistas, the Contras, whatever, the Shining Path, whatever they are representing, whatever cartel group is right across the Rio Grande sending these people over. They could be wearing that uniform here in the United States, and this government is making a deal with them. You control Texas, you control Arizona, you control Ohio. We've already confiscated our guns. And if World War III breaks out and the United States is attacked, and missiles could easily land here in the United States, you don't think for 1 minute this administration wouldn't declare a state of emergency, martial law, which is what it is, confiscate every bit of your guns, every bit of your food supplies, raid your bank accounts, your savings accounts, and your saving boxes, and take them all for themselves and say, we need it for the war effort. And if you fight or resist, we will arrest you, put you in prison, jail, or an internment camp until we decide what to do with you. They can do that. And if you don't know what martial law is, you better read up about it, because they could take your home and say, we need to store troops here, which is against the 14th, but it doesn't make any difference because they're suspending the Constitution. You will have nothing. You have no rights. The only rights that you have will be the ones that you enforce yourself. So before this idiot gets us into World War III, I want a cognitive test on him by 2 independent physicians, not by who they choose. 2 independent, and I want the results from both of them made public quickly. And then we go from there. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please get this message out. It is important. Get yourself right with God and get baptized. That's a huge priority right now. Greg out.